Welcome to GameBros. This is Kuko.
This is Hitman.
And this is Riddle.
And this is Prodigy.
Coming to you live from our GameBros studios here in beautiful Miami, Florida. And like always,
ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
And I know somebody told me last week, you're going to get copyrighted for that. I'm like, dude, when we're famous enough to get copyrighted by it and Buffer wants to email me, then I'll stop.
I don't know, man. Talking about copyright.
Let's not talk about copyright.
Last week's episode was a disaster.
No, it wasn't. It was okay.
A disaster?
The only part that kept killing us was the prank caller. That was a mess.
What prank caller? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whoever watched the YouTube channel or the video we uploaded afterwards, completely, it's gone now. Mm-hmm. So they won't know it even happened.
I don't know what we're
with
still talking
magic of editing.
That guy, we don't know him.
Who edited that? Good job.
Yeah, good job editing.
Prodigy.
Yeah.
The producer / seducer.
Yep.
So we got a lot of stuff to get into. We got a bunch of small little stories, but we're gonna get into them and we're gonna expound on them. Prodigy, you want to hit it? So to start off, this week was crazy because every time April Fool's lands on a week, you don't know what to believe as far as like gaming news. They start showing all this stuff and all these crazy ideas of all these projects that they're working on, and you gotta kind of sift through them to make sure what's real, what's fake. And the story that we're gonna talk about, number one right now, I thought was fake. And when when it first dropped, I was amazed on the job they did. So we all got a chance to play Rainbow Six. They even called it the April Fool event, right?
Yeah, they called it. No, they called it Rainbow's Magic, I think, right?
Yeah. Magic event.
Oh, Magic event. Okay, but it dropped on April Fool's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So I was completely like, when I started seeing pictures, I thought it was fake.
Until we got online and we saw the update, we all played.
Yeah, I forgot it was April Fool's.
So when you first saw it, you automatically believed it because you didn't know it was April Fool's.
I think the first time I saw it was when you shared the picture on our Instagram page, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool!" I didn't even think that it was April Fool's joke.
And dude, like I had to go on my Instagram, and everybody's like, "Oh, fake." I'm like, I had to write it a million times. No, it's not. It's not a fake.
We did do a stream that night, though.
I totally was April Fool's. I saw a Blackbeard with a man bun. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is not true. No way."
I'm so gullible, I believe anything.
Blackbeard with a man bun.
Yeah. So like Prodigy says, we actually streamed it. There's a video up on our YouTube. Mm-hmm. We got to play it for a good while. My whole thing, the reason I brought it up, what did you guys think of this little event? So 1 week long event. What do you guys think?
Trippy. It was trippy, man. Getting into that little plane and the room is so big and you know you're in the house.
Yeah,
I was like, ooh.
I thought the layout was cool, that it took place inside the kids' bedroom and house.
Yeah, the layout was cool.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I have to say, plane is my least favorite map in the game, so I wasn't a fan.
Oh, so you're already biased against it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I thought it was amazing. I thought they did a great job. And the way they changed everything in the plane was awesome. I loved it.
The whole thing, it kind of had like a Toy Story thing.
Yes.
So like a Toy Story vibe. And all the characters are the little army green soldiers and stuff at the end.
What made it fun was the narrator while you're playing.
Yes.
Oh
they did great voice jobs.
Yeah, really
and the
job.
hostage was a bear.
Yeah.
And just all the little sound effects, all the like you said, I like the fact that it was in a map within a map. It was like kind of like Inception, and you could look around and you see that you're in the kids' room of the house map. And I like that they made it seem like the airplane was a toy that the kids played with.
Yeah.
And then all these were like little figurines.
And then the fire trucks made the toy noises. When you would shoot walls, there was like sparkles coming out of it. Confetti.
And the sound effects, it would go... Ding!
Oh, yeah.
Like when you punch the walls,
or when you got killed, she would say, "Oh, he went to sleep."
They just did a great job with the colors, man. I don't have a 4K TV yet, but I can only imagine how great it looked in 4K.
Well, some of the colors though, like there was times that the players blended in with the chairs and stuff, so you're like, what's that?
You couldn't see them, and then
there was a time where Kuko blended in with a neon chair playing as Capcan, and they didn't see him, and he walked in, and they thought he was part of the chair.
And he walked by me, and I was just like killing him, shooting him in the back. And the funny thing is, I go, Prodigy, I'm gonna sit in this chair. I'm gonna see if I camouflage. Oh crap, it worked! Yeah.
You know, it kind of reminded me of paintball mode from GoldenEye. If you remember paintball
yeah,
mode.
yeah.
You ever
that's-
played that?
Mm-mm.
You never played GoldenEye?
No.
Oh, well, we'll save that for another.
Get out, get out. I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's little presents in the map in different locations, and if you shoot the presents, a stuffed animal comes out,
I
like a
didn't notice
turtle, elephant.
Oh, I did not
So
know.
it's full of Easter eggs, basically.
Yeah,
and
there's
I
a bunch
didn't
of
notice
little
that.
Easter eggs, and the whole bear thing was funny, and just I just wish that Rainbow Six would do more of these little events. I know it's super hard. Like for us, it's like, yeah, give me more. Like, oh, I got one of those now. No, where is it? It's here.
Right.
We want more. We want more. Like, you really like it. You want more.
You know, we're like that. We want more of this stuff, but at the same time, we don't think of what
Oh,
it takes
what it
to
takes to
make
put
that.
into
that.
You know, all the, you know, we
It's a
think
lot of
like,
hard
oh,
work
I'm just
at
gonna copy
Ubisoft.
and paste different colors on, but it's hard.
No.
And for it to all work,
Yeah.
I know that some people are like, oh, I wish this operator was there, or take this one out. But it's just hard to make each character work in that.
I mean, they had
mode.
to shrink that whole plane and put it in that bedroom. It's impressive.
All they need is a
I'd say.
honey, I shrunk the kid's gun, and that's it. Just shrink it down.
And just
Yeah,
the
where's Rick
skins
Moranis?
for all the characters.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a cool thing too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, I loved it. I love and I didn't know it was only 1 week, so it ends today.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, today's the last day to play.
Bring back Outbreak, or something like Outbreak.
Yeah,
like a horde mode.
maybe like during the summer they'll bring a summer one. Maybe
Yeah.
on Coastline make like a beach mode.
Yeah,
And
Yeah, that'd be
volleyball
cool.
mode.
Volleyball mode.
That'd be
See
cool.
Ash and oh wait, what?
Oh, you wouldn't mind seeing them in
Jeez.
bikinis, right? Yeah. See,
Hey,
I
as
keep-
long as they do the same thing to Blitz.
Oh,
In a little
speedo,
thong.
In a
speedo.
With a shield walking around with a little speedo. That'd be
Yeah.
funny.
I wonder if the fans like the whole. Well, I don't know if they already got to play it or not.
What's up, Record? What's up, everybody in the chat? So,
Yeah.
so I think overall this was a success, right? We consider it a success.
Yes.
So hopefully they'll bring more of these modes in, and I hope that other games would also integrate stuff like this. I think the first one that started doing this that I can remember is Overwatch. They were the first ones that
Seasonal
introduced
stuff.
like these seasonal things. I know Fortnite also does it. I'm glad that Rainbow Six took the time to redo one of these.
Yeah.
And
Thank
like,
you.
Like we
Thanks
said,
to
it's
the
hard.
Ubisoft guys,
But yeah,
Rainbow guys.
we really appreciate it. So last week we announced, well, Borderlands announced, but we covered was that Borderlands 3 is coming out this year. So as soon as we did our show, like 2 hours later, boom, somebody leaked out the date. The reason why I say leaked out is because why would you have a announcement, you know, a big old show and not give the date, and then like 2-3 days later they actually gave the date. So that's because somebody leaked it out and they wanted to get ahead of the leak, and they're like, "Yeah, we're coming out." So
What they get
Borderlands
paid.
is coming out September 13. Are you guys excited for it?
Well,
September.
exclusive
Exclusive for
for PC Epic Games.
Epic Games. So I don't know if you guys know this because you guys are console gamers. I'm a big PC Master Race guy.
What?
PC Master Race guy.
Yeah,
so right
okay.
now there's
You
a
hardly
big
play
war.
That thing.
There's a big war between Epic and Steam.
Mm-hmm.
So right now they're you know
They
how
wanna try to
you
get
know how
ahead of it.
Xbox
Epic
and
Games.
PlayStation,
Yeah.
Xbox and PlayStation had their console wars for years.
Yeah.
So now PC's finally happy, like, yeah, we got our own little war, and it's between Epic Games, their streaming or service to buy games, and Steam. So they're trying to fight over exclusives. So right now, Borderlands is exclusive to Epic, and comes out September 13, and they're working on cross-play. You guys know
So
what?
this is not even
Yeah.
coming out for in consoles right now.
No, it is.
Eventually.
You want to know my
No. It's coming out for consoles, for Xbox, PlayStation. I don't know Switch exactly, but for PC, the only way you could play it on PC is through Epic.
Oh really?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh, I read it.
And that's why.
Damn,
we
my
have
news.
that.
I'm sorry, fake news for me because
CNN. What you thought it wasn't gonna come out to
it was only
PlayStation?
coming out to PC exclusively.
Oh no!
What I heard.
No.
what I was reading.
No.
I was about to say because I'm like, there's no way they can lose their console. base.
No. That's where their biggest base is because
Yeah.
of the whole
Co-op.
And okay, so split screen is confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the
Just like
biggest
before.
thing,
Yeah.
like before. So it is coming on Xbox and PlayStation, but if you want to play it on PC, the only way you can get it is through Epic Games. not through Steam. Steam won't have it. And then Randy Pitchford made a joke that if they wanted to come out to Steam first, they have to come out with Halo 3. I mean, with Half-Life 3.
Oh.
So he's like, if you guys make Half-Life 3 happen, I'll go to Steam. So,
Dude, they haven't. Half-Life 2 was what, over 15 years
a
ago?
long time ago.
That's the whole Steam thing. Is
Yeah.
their threes? They never made a Portal 3 either.
Yeah.
You just look back at it.
People die before they
Team
get Half-Life
Fortress,
3.
same thing.
So,
But
but
yeah.
my question is, would you guys be excited to play Borderlands and have it be that cross-platform, being able to play with PC and Xbox or PC with PlayStation? I don't know if PlayStation is going to let the
Epic Games does
PlayStation
it
and
now with
Xbox
Fortnite.
thing.
They do it now with Fortnite with the crossplay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Oh.
totally, why not?
Yeah, because I'm the only person who has a PlayStation. All my friends have Xboxes.
Oh.
The fact, I don't know why I'm still friends with them, but.
So
Yeah,
she's saying we're
whatever.
not her friends. That's what she's saying.
No, she's saying
No,
that
but you
we are her
have-
friends.
You have PlayStation though.
She's saying the old people that have Xbox are not
Yeah,
longer her friends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She disowned them.
So the only game I can play with them is Fortnite.
Damn, records like damn CNN over there giving fake news.
We gotta watch out who our sponsors are with Prodigy. But no, yeah. I mean, we were talking about it last week. How now Riddle and I, we can get into the whole Borderlands thing because we weren't into it before. I never had a chance to get into it. I shouldn't say that. I just never got into it. But I want to now that Sir Ill Skills gave us a nice explanation last week.
But see, in your case, the same thing. What happened with me and Quito is that me and Quito were able to split screen it, so we both were able to play. So you and Jake can split screen and play together, and then you could play with Riddle and I or Prodigy and I, and that's why that split screen thing for them is so important, because they know that they want to keep that whole couch co-op thing, because a lot of these games are dropping it and they're getting rid of it.
Yeah.
But a lot of what's happening is my generation is having kids and we're growing up, so these couch co-op games are good because the dad's playing and the kid's playing. So we could sell stuff to the kid, and then it's basically like the McDonald's Happy Meal syndrome.
Yeah,
Like
tell
a
me
lot
more.
of parents,
I like McDonald's.
a lot of the parents end up going to McDonald's. Why? Because the kids are like, Mom, I want a Happy Meal. Dad, I want a Happy Meal. So when you get to McDonald's, you get the kid a Happy Meal, and
And
you're
you
like,
get a quarter
I might as well eat now. So they want this co-op couch thing to happen, because if Quito wants a new skin, then it's like, Dad, can you get a skin? And I'm like, I might as well get one of these skins for myself too. So I like it. I think it'll be fun.
I've always been a fan. I mean, we grew up on split screen, so I don't want that to ever go away. That whole bond when you have split screen.
And we know you're the ultimate screen cheater, because last time we played screen cheats, you won. So
I am the. We're still
Ultimate.
gonna play that game. Maybe we can play tonight because you haven't played Screen Cheat yet.
That's a good after party.
That is so much.
That'll be
fun.
our house party.
yeah,
game.
but I think Riddle will get pissed and kill us all.
She might throw the remote at me or something.
She throw it at the
Oh, you
TV.
guys make me seem like I'm so aggressive.
Oh, we saw you on the.
Wow, okay. Got really quiet.
Crickets. We don't have a cricket sound on that
Oh
yet.
yeah, we do. I got all that stuff.
Yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
See. I got a lot of stuff. I even got this too. I gotta throw them all in there. Might as well.
Yeah, hopefully Borderlands doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, Borderlands will be good. So remember, mark it on your calendar, September 13th. And I'm sure, like for E3, they'll drop a picture or a video of their collector's edition. Borderlands always has good collector's editions. I actually have the Borderlands 2 one. And it's
Shocker.
okay. And
Yeah,
actually,
right.
it's a small little claptrap that you could control with your phone. So it rolls around and even bounces on one wheel. When I first got it, I thought it was the coolest thing because it only has one wheel and it's able to balance itself and everything. You could drive it around. Pretty cool.
They do have some cool. There's a lot of collector's editions coming out this month alone.
Yeah. Yep. Mortal Kombat's one.
Mortal Kombat, yeah.
We're getting
That's
that
gonna
one
be
too.
Amazing.
Yeah. I don't know if it's. Did they say it's life size?
It is.
It is life size, so
The-
you can wear it.
No, you're not. You can't wear it.
Ah.
It's the actual bust of Scorpion, but it's the same size, like an actual size one.
That is awesome.
I actually went to school with a young lady, and her husband works for NetherRealms.
No
So
way.
he's making the games. He's made Infamous. He made all the other ones. So I had written her before. I'm like, dude, can you hook me up with this thing? Because I really want it. And she's like, I just talked to my husband. Everybody really, really wants it. They're all sold
You're
out.
not special.
And I'm
Sorry.
like, dude, like, I'm like, remember my son was sick? You know,
Yeah,
try to
right.
play the whole like.
Oh, they're trying to have pity for you.
Have pity for me. But luckily, Hitman was able to find one, posted it up there. As soon as you posted, I'm like, bye. So
yeah, we got that text reply back in 2 seconds. Done.
I know. I was like, done? Question mark? What do you mean done? You
so
already
then,
got one?
then I sent her a picture. I'm like, look what I got. And she's like, oh, you're
No-
gonna love it. I've
No
seen
thanks
it.
to you, right?
And she's like, you're gonna love it. I've seen it. So that's the question I asked her. Is it like life size, like, or am I gonna get like a
A
little
1/6 scale, yeah.
Yeah.
no.
She's like, no, dude, it's like life size. You're
Kind
gonna
of like the
love
Metal
it.
Gear Solid one we got stiffed.
Yes.
Oh
I thought
my-
it was gonna be life size, and it was like,
Yeah.
ah.
So Hitman was so angry at the collector's edition of the Metal Gear. You see the red hand up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hitman for like I think like a whole month had it there with the birdie sticking out,
I did.
just to remind everybody he was pissed about
Tell
it.
him Konami. That's towards
Konami,
Konami, bro.
man.
You're gonna have to knock down a wall to expand this.
The
room
last Metal
for
Gear
our
game, and they
collectibles.
come out with the
Dude,
worst.
soon we're gonna knock this down. We're gonna put a door on that front one, and all this is gonna be space. And then
Yeah.
donate to GameBros.
Donate and
Force.
we're gonna get it.
So a cool thing is Xbox is trying to save you guys money. So I don't know. So I'm the only one that has Xbox in here, and I have it through my PC. I know you guys don't have it,
No.
but Xbox has Xbox Live, right? Just like PlayStation Plus, same thing. But they also have
Right.
Xbox Game Pass, which is like PlayStation Now.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're coming out with something called Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So basically Xbox is going to unify these two services under one
Subscription.
subscription. So instead of you paying $10 a month for Live and $10 a month for Game Pass, you'll pay $15 a month for both things. So what do you guys think? Is that a good thing? Would you guys, since you guys are PlayStation, same crap, would you guys like to have PlayStation Plus and PlayStation Now for $15? Just like this Xbox One, the same thing. They do both the same exact thing.
I think
I thought it was an awesome.
Maybe throw in some PlayStation.
Oh,
Yeah. I
right.
think that's like the only part
that's the
of
PlayStation family.
Yeah, that's the only thing I like right now.
The thing is with the PlayStation View, that's like the whole TV thing, and with the TV, you then have to play the TV live. That's why it's not as cheap as it is. So basically, what you do with the Xbox, because the story of Xbox, you're getting like almost like I think it's like 500 games. Xbox Game Pass right now, it's for 100 to 100. So myself, that's not, you know, a normal parent, not one like me. That's a pretty good deal for a father or a mother to have children, and then for $15 a month, hey Jake, here you go. You got 400 games. Knock yourself out. Like I don't have to go to the store. You could just download them.
Agree totally. The convenience part about it.
And not just yeah. It would be it's actually $120 for a year, and then it would be $120
Yeah, 'cause 10
for
times
the
12
pass,
is-
so it's $240 a year. So and $15, 150 plus 30, it's 180.
We're gonna have to charge you.
So you're talking about 240 or 180, but yes. So there's a massive savings there. But let's say you're a hardworking mom, right? You get home, you say, Billy, you're gonna name your first kid Billy, right? So Billy, here's an Xbox,
Billy the Kid?
and guess what? I'm gonna pay $15 a month. You're gonna get every single Xbox One or Xbox game exclusive. So all your Halos, all your Forzas, all
Okay,
your
wait.
Gears,
Wait, guys.
all
Okay.
your
let's let's kind of rehash because the audio actually from the video cut off everything we were saying from the beginning. So let's rehash a bit for the viewers. I fixed the audio right now. So go over kind of the basics of Xbox.
Oh, so the game...
The audio clip from the video was covering our voices completely. I heard it right now.
Oh, sorry. Did you fix
Sorry.
it?
Yeah, I already fixed it so they can hear us.
Okay. So sorry. That's
the
my
Xbox
bad. I
Game
messed that
Ultimate.
up producing the show before. So Xbox, you want to do it? Alex, you got a better voice.
Me? Yeah.
go for
So, the Xbox Game Ultimate. So now they're combining the Game Pass with the Xbox Live for basically it's $15. You're just combining them together. So we were saying you could save $60 and from $240 to $180, but you get all these games at 500 different games at your disposal. Your kid, I guess, has at their disposal. The thing is, though, I guess, how many kids do they really want to play all these old games? I think a good majority want to go back and play these old games. There's so many out there that they.
But it's not just for kids; it's for adults
too. Oh,
too.
the adults. That's right.
So it used to be $10 a month for each of the two services. So it'd be $20 if you were to get both. You don't have to.
You're saving 25%.
So the good thing is that just with the Game Pass alone, you're getting every single Xbox One. Why do I keep saying Xbox One?
Xbox.
Every Xbox exclusive game. So the next Gears of War that comes out, the one they haven't announced yet, when they do announce it and when it does come out, you're getting it. So the next Halo, you're getting that. That is part of the Game Pass. Every exclusive Xbox game you're getting in this pass.
Even though the game is $60 when it comes out.
Even when it's $60. So that's when we were playing Sea of Thieves when it first came out. I started playing it through the Game Pass.
I
didn't buy the $60. I didn't exactly. So that was my reasoning. Instead of paying $60 for Sea of Thieves, I can basically get what is 6 months worth of Game Pass. So the price for 2 games, I get a whole year. So I would get, if Halo comes out, I got it. Gears, I got it. And so that's how.
Technically, if for the Ultimate, I have to get Microsoft. Oh, if I had an Xbox, I would get Live. So you're paying the $10 a month anyways, and if you calculate the $5 additional for the Ultimate Pass times 12, that's $65. That's exactly how much one game costs.
Correct.
When it comes out new. So you're saving so much money by getting this Game Pass.
So this, to me, it's a really... That's why I added it to the show.
That's the kicker right there. Just having those new games that are going to... You know they're going to come out with new games every year.
Yeah. You know you're going to get a new Forza every year. You're going to get a new either Halo or Gears.
And it's included.
And then you're going to get a Halo, a Gears, a State of Decay, a Crackdown. Any game that Xbox comes out with, an exclusive, you're getting it. And they're adding, like you can see here, they added Minecraft. But every month they're adding new games to this Game Pass. So the library keeps increasing. So, okay, I know that not everybody wants to... I'm not a retro gamer. I'm always playing the newest thing. But I know there is a lot of retro gamers out there. So they also benefit from this. But the biggest benefit is that you get all the exclusives. And I think that this is a really good deal. I wish Sony would steal it.
So yeah, it's not just backwards compatibility. It's
no, it's not like it used to be that it was just a backwards compatibility loophole. But
because that's what Xbox One had sold them. One of the key features was that.
Yeah, but and every month they're also doing their backwards compatibility program where they're getting old games and making them compatible to Xbox One. So that's something that Xbox does that PlayStation doesn't. Because PlayStation can't because of the stupid cell processor. That's a whole different ballgame.
That's huge, man. Xbox, I gotta give
big
it. That's a
bang
big one up
for your buck for sure.
I would agree. That's a one up on PlayStation.
Yep.
PlayStation do something.
So, speaking of things that other manufacturers are doing, last week we spoke about Nintendo Switch coming out with the Nintendo VR. With Labo, remember where you
The
basically cardboard box style. So they announced something huge, and that's what she said. They announced that Mario Odyssey and Zelda is coming to it looks like a hamburger. Did you see that? How nice.
Yeah. You got the bun.
So
the Ocarina of Time.
So they got their Ocarina of Time. Not what are you're confusing me. Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild are gonna get VR updates, so you can play them in VR. So, will this get you guys to go out and get a Switch and the Labo VR set?
It's gonna get me to turn mine back in. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Have you guys ever played a platformer in VR?
Yes.
No, I have not.
Yes, I have.
A what?
A platformer.
A platformer?
No.
Okay, you know what a platformer is?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Tell our audience what the platformer is.
So a platformer is basically like the old school Mario, where you're jumping from platform to platform. That's why they call them platformers. So they're usually a 2D, side-scrolling, or anything that has to do with you jumping on different platforms.
Kind of like the game that we played.
Like
where
Mario.
we were
Mario
escaping
is that's like the true definition of a platformer. Or
that was the basis of it, yeah. Or
like
Metroid.
Metroid
Metroid
or
was.
Crash Bandicoot,
Or
Metroid.
Sly
Crash
Cooper a
Bandicoot.
little bit.
Sly Cooper, yeah.
So the PlayStation has two really good ones that pop into my mind. One is Moss, and the other one is Astrobot.
Astrobot.
And they are so good in VR. It's so weird. Like you would think that seeing Mario in VR would be so dumb, but when you put it on the headset and you're seeing the world in VR, it just, your brain just clicks, and it makes things easier for you to jump around and just to see the world around you. And just I would love to see the Mario thing, just to see like the little mushrooms and to see the little Koopa Troopas walking around, because it makes it into like a small little toy set. So it's kind of hard to explain. That's the problem with VR. I would love for you guys. That's that mostly our after party has become like an educational thing for Julie and Hitman.
For Riddle and Hitman.
And Riddle and Hitman. Sorry. So maybe one of these times we'll tackle that one where we play a little platforming VR game, so you guys could check it out. So it's cool. I'm excited for it.
And this is gonna be a whole VR update or like a mode?
It's gonna be don't think it's gonna be just like Beyond for No Man's Sky, where like the whole game is VR. It's just gonna be some little sections. It's like a little update type of thing where
because
you have a
if
couple
not,
of
they gotta
levels.
redesign all their cameras and all that stuff.
Yeah,
to make
so it's
that
just
way.
maybe they're just gonna add a couple of levels. They're gonna probably add like a little piece of the map in Zelda where you're gonna play in VR. But just to see that whole world in virtual reality is gonna be cool. So what do you guys think? You guys excited for this?
Oh yeah, totally.
Oh yeah, we're totally excited about that.
I'm so excited for you guys to get it and then me to use it.
There you go. Riddle was telling me that the best Nintendo Switch to own is your best friend's Switch.
She's a segregate Switch owner.
Yes.
She has to own it through somebody else.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, it's the weekend. It's my turn with the Switch.
No, but that's what maybe we could do that. Maybe 1 week I'll let you take the Quest home when we get the Oculus Quest in. You could take it home, try it out.
Who are you,
and
Blockbuster?
Then
It's gonna charge you a fee if you don't bring it back. Be kind and rewind.
Hopefully she'll take care of it and bring it back. But and then 1 week, Hitman could take the Nintendo Switch Labo thing, and Prodigy, and that way we could all try it out. So then we can then tell the people what they think.
Tell the people.
Jimmy's like secondhand Switch.
Secondhand.
Oh, you're gonna run GameStop out of business.
Oh, I like that segue. Speaking of GameStop going out of business, but before we get into GameStop, no, because the reason why is because GameStop's magazine, the magazine that GameStop gives away,
It's
you know
Game
which one it
Informer.
is? Game Informer, good. They announced that they're gonna bring a bunch of Titanfall 2 weapons to Apex.
Interesting.
So
How are they gonna do that?
it's the same company.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
Okay, so the company that made
Wow.
Apex is the same company that made Titanfall,
No wonder.
which is
it's similar.
Respawn Entertainment. So they're gonna start bringing Titanfall 2 weapons into Apex. I know Prodigy and Riddle also played Titanfall.
For a brief, short period.
Did you like Titanfall?
Titanfall 2.
I like Titanfall 2.
I loved it.
Yeah.
That game was
I can't
amazing.
say I loved it, but
I prestiged this game like 5 times. I prestiged my guy 5 times in the game. That's how much I played it.
it is fun. I know one of our fans, Andy, loves.
I love it just
Titanfall
because
2.
of the aspect of fighting with Titans, and then you getting out of one and all that was awesome.
That dynamic too, like you're running for your life and you're like, yeah, chase me, nigga. Boom, and you bring your Titanfall and it falls and you get in your Titan, and the guy comes up and he looks at you. You're like, yeah, what's up now?
And you just punch him, and you see his
No,
body
he's
blow
running.
up. And oh man, I love that game.
Different game. It's a very unique game. That was a very good game.
So now they're bringing some of those weapons into Apex. I know, Prodigy, you're not a big fan of the weapon they announced, right?
Because Wrecker actually also, he commented about that. He said he liked it, but when I used it in Titanfall, it wasn't one of my favorite weapons.
Okay, but Wrecker did like using that weapon?
Yeah, Wrecker.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he can say in the comments, he'll let us know.
All right, cool.
And he says it's best FPS ever.
But hopefully they could bring more weapons, because I think that's what's going to give Apex some legs, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think the Apex ship is starting to slow down.
I haven't played in a while.
And Apex really needs some win to pick up the sales and to start moving it.
Maybe they can throw some Titans in there.
Yeah. And I think this is a good idea, honestly. They already have these weapons based. They already have it saved and files and stuff like that.
Well, you're making it seem like it's copy and paste, from one file into the other.
No.
And weapons appear
But
there.
at the same time, they already have the design and idea of the weapon already at their disposal. So
yeah,
it's much easier for them.
Maybe they can call it Apex Titans. That'll be the next patch.
What do you think, Riddle?
For it.
I think I'll switch it up. I mean, I feel like I'm always picking up the same weapons in Apex.
To me,
it had its peaks, I would say.
When I play Apex, I only look for 2 or 3 specific guns. I don't know if everybody's the same. If sometimes I see what's that gun, that little shotgun, the Mozambique. I I'm good, pass. So I think by giving more of choices and kind of fixing the drop rate of these weapons, it'll switch up the game a whole lot.
Peacekeeper.
And it'll give also different gameplay dynamic, so that way you're not fighting against the same weapons all the time.
I mean, it's a new game. I mean, you gotta give them.
I mean, yeah, but
they're not bad for their start. It was good for the first 3 days, Wrecker says. Oh damn! I'd give it a little more credit than that.
Well, speaking of stealing stuff from one game into the other, that's a nice segue to talk a little bit about Fortnite.
Everyone's favorite game, right?
So what did Fortnite steal from who? Prodigy.
Fortnite stole
the
respawning bus in the middle of a game from Apex.
Okay, so basically what's happening?
Is this speculation?
No, it starts this week.
Tomorrow, I think, right? They release it?
Yep.
So basically, the way, you know how in Apex, if you die, you can pick up somebody's card and then respawn them in a new airplane, like a new jet, call them back in. Now, Fortnite added the same exact thing into their game.
It's like a 97 Chevy.
So, games steal from each other all the time. I really don't care. I know some people get all butthurt about it. They're like, oh my gosh, they're stealing. Dude, they've been stealing from games since the beginning. So I'm glad they're actually adding this, because I think this will change up the way Fortnite works and the gameplay a little bit. Because
Speaking
it's gotten
stealing. Yeah.
I only played Fortnite for a little, but so when you died in Fortnite, you couldn't respawn, right, at all?
Nope.
I hate that. I'm not gonna watch my teammates play. I'm Xing out, going back into the lobby. So I think that's cool.
It depends who you play with.
No. If I die, I'm on my phone. I'm not watching you play.
So that's what you're doing on Battlefield, huh? Is that what happens when you die?
Or at the beginning of any Rainbow Six match, he's just standing still, like Alibi.
That's what I was. Hitman read my mind. I'm like, that explains a lot when we play Rainbow.
Yeah, it's just gone for the first 15 seconds of the game.
No one was on camera.
Can you reinforce, please?
She just runs around like there's no reinforcement in cash. I'm like, oh, that's why, because you're on your phone.
These people reinforcing casual.
But
Come
on.
on.
To segue off what you were saying about stealing, you guys saw the video on Tsushima.
No.
You guys did not hear it. So I guess not a big. I don't know if it's a big announcement. I'd say more like a big disappointment that right now they're canceling Ghost of Tsushima.
We need a CNN. We need a CNN button.
I'm gonna kill Riddle. When she told me that. When Riddle told me.
Okay, as an April Fool's.
Just kidding. We still can't do it anymore. Come on.
Oh.
Yes, I did watch it.
Okay.
No, I saw the whole thing.
Okay, as an April Fool's joke, I sent them a video, and it was someone talking about how they canceled Ghost of Tsushima. And Prodigy like went ballistic, and he's like, no, that's fake. No, I'm like, no, the link is attached to the video. Watch 4 minutes and 53 seconds. This boy never did it, but at 4 minutes and 53 seconds, they say it's April Fool's. So he's still thinking. It was really funny.
So check it out.
We had to have this discussion before the show.
Not this guy. I knew it was a fake from the get-go.
So
I
here's
knew
the
it was
thing.
fake too. I was going
So
ballistic. I'm like,
you met Noah, right? He plays.
No.
He was in Tahiti for like 2 weeks. And when he got back, I told him that news yesterday.
Who?
No, it's Jacob's brother.
Oh,
And he doesn't. He still knows that I was a joke.
it was a joke. Oh,
Yeah, I told him yesterday. I'm like, hey, by the way, it got canceled. And he's like, what?
I'm calling GameStop.
I don't
my
think
money
unless he's
back.
watching now, he's only gonna. That's the only way he's gonna know it's a fake. So anyway,
Oh,
go back
man.
to.
Speaking of calling GameStop to get your money back,
Yeah,
now we
well,
can talk about GameStop. How many of you guys use GameStop still?
I went back to them.
Yeah.
I went back to them. I was Best Buy for the last 3-4 years because they had the game rewards, the gamer rewards, like Elite Plus. When you became a member, you paid
Yeah.
$60 for the year or 2 years. I'm sorry, and you get 20% off their games. And they took it away.
Also, they no longer have it.
They no longer have it.
That's
So you used to
crazy.
get back more points if you turn in games, which GameStop was giving you crap. They were giving you the most. And then you get 20% off every brand new game that would come out. So if you bought 3-4 games, I mean, you were actually it was about you buy 5 games and you were paying for the subscription already. And you know you're going to buy more than 5 games a year if you're a gamer, I think. And then you get to keep the disc, no digital download, where you have to pay $60. But they got rid of that, so I went back to GameStop and I actually did their subscription. You get the Game Informer every month, and then you get the 10% back on the games. So if you trade in a game for $1, you get $1.10.
Ill Skills, he goes to GameStop only to buy Pokemon cards.
What about Pop Toys? Pop Toys, they have a great selection of Pop Toys.
Well, they had to change. They had to kind of diversify their bonds, per se, because their sales are going down. Like
I don't know how they're
terribly.
still in business.
Like
I don't know how they're
last
still
year,
in business.
they lost $673 million.
What?
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
So right now,
lot
you
of
can see
money.
on the screen right now, GameStop, they're massive losses this year as well. They're doing really bad
insane.
because the pre-owned gaming sales has plummeted. How many of you guys return your games to GameStop? I don't, because I went digital only. I've been digital only
Wait.
for the last like 7 years.
You mean when you buy them used and then return them?
Both, either or.
I don't give my games back to GameStop. I actually sell them like on Facebook Marketplace.
Oh, you
I
do
get
like
more
offer up
yeah,
stuff like
I
that.
get more money off of it than what GameStop gives me.
Oh, I go on the black market and I sell my
I
games.
think like I don't know if GameStop is like numb to the internet, but don't they look at the GameStop memes where they're like, I give you 10, like I saw one meme when it's a car with the trunk is full of games. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll give you $5 for the games and I'll give you $10 for the car.
It's ma'am. Remember that?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I
That was
actually,
another
I actually
fiasco.
got Battlefield from GameStop, and I play Battlefield because of Firestorm and Siege a lot. And Prodigy knows I hate
Getting up.
getting up. So they'll be like, "Oh, do you want to play Battlefield?" Oh, I gotta change the disc out. It's so
First world
annoying.
problems.
Yeah.
First world problems.
I'll
Lahey
never get another disc.
Zahid.
I learned my lesson.
Why can't you just get up and change the disc? You can grab a sandwich.
Digital
on your way.
only.
Yeah,
baby.
but I don't play in a chair. I play in my bed, so I'm already comfortable.
I guess.
She lays down and she's got a projector on the
The
roof.
screen comes like that close.
Yeah,
My
2 inches
TV
from her face.
swivels out of the wall in front of me.
And it's gonna come down from the ceiling next time. But yeah, so Best Buy right now you can get Battlefield for $32.99. See
Oh.
where GameStop's selling it at full price.
Yeah.
Hey, Wrecker, I know you wanted to hop on that Battlefield. There you go.
But not
I'm
if-
gonna get it. I'm gonna try
But
to.
not
If I
if you
can't
buy
get it
it
tonight, I'm
used.
gonna.
But if you buy it used, you get it cheaper, right? Against a GameStop?
No,
What?
I can get it new at Best Buy for $32
new,
and
new.
used at GameStop for $49.
No, do you know that GameStop games used are more expensive than their
You told me that. That's right.
Dude, what?
That is
logic doesn't like it doesn't
that's
make
why
any sense.
sales are down.
Makes no sense.
$673 million.
Yeah.
The thing is, so you guys still do discs then?
Yeah, but
I still do this.
Okay.
I don't mind getting
Why do
up
you
out of
do
my
disc?
bed to switch the discs.
Can I ask why do you do discs?
So I can trade them in if I need to.
Okay. So you are still a trade-in guy.
I haven't in a while, but yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm still.
But you still want to have that
option. I want the option. Yes.
So
or let somebody borrow it.
So if GameStop goes out of business, it's bad news for you.
I wouldn't say it's bad news. It's not the end of the world.
No, I know it's not the end of the world. But
I'll just go to Best Buy.
But and then you would have to do what Riddle does. Is selling on either OfferUp or Facebook
on the black
sales
market,
crap.
Yeah.
I don't know what do you call it again.
Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, it would suck. It would be an inconvenience. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to trade in my games. I still wouldn't go digital though.
I think having the cases of the games are cool too. Like I like putting
you
them
like
on
that
my
collector?
shelf.
I like
yeah.
I like my. I have my the hard. Oh my god. Yeah, the steel case. The steel case.
The thin ones.
Yeah, I like those. Okay. The Hitman ones or Uncharted.
Yeah.
Or Metal Gear Solid 5, and you keep them there together. I still like that. I'm still a disc guy.
Do you remember those DVD players that you could put 2 discs in at the same time, and then you can change the movie and it'll rotate? You don't remember those DVD players?
Yeah, I still have one. It's 5 actually. You put 5. You can put a CD in there if you want to, or DVD.
Yeah,
no,
I still have one.
It all depends. There's 5. There's 2. It depends if you're a ham and cheese sandwich person or a ketchup sandwich person.
Ooh, I'm a ham and cheese guy.
Well, I wish PlayStation had that. That way I didn't have to get up and change it. You could just put your favorite.
You want to go real retro? You remember the old cars that used to have the 6-disc CD changer in your trunk?
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
No.
Yeah, you'd have to go to the trunk to change the CDs
Riddle
and then get back in your car.
Riddle wants like a freaking VHS sized PlayStation just so she could be lazy about getting up and changing her games.
Yeah, with an 8-foot disc.
That's a big problem. I think you guys want to play Battlefield, and I didn't want to play because I didn't want to get up.
We still played without you.
Dude, first world problems for real.
God. We need to come up with a solution. Oh, maybe we can put a built-in PlayStation to your TV, and since it's in front of you, you can just grab it and like on the side, like those old DVD TVs.
Mine was more realistic than that one.
So yeah, back to the GameStop thing. Yeah, I still trade in games. I'm back and forth. It's a love-hate relationship.
Wasn't some of the news a few weeks, I don't know, a week back, was on
in the news?
PlayStation is might have a leaked refunding system for games.
Well, first of all, PlayStation pulled out their digital game sales cards out of all the stores, Target, GameStop. So like if you want to go to GameStop, you could only purchase a PlayStation gift card for the store. Before you were able I want to get Battlefield 5 for PlayStation, and you could buy the card, and then it would give you the Battlefield 5 game. All those games that you could buy like that, they took them all out, so you could only purchase a PlayStation card from them. You guys are looking at me like I'm retarded. So you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Have you guys ever walked into a GameStop?
Digital games just with codes. It's
yeah.
Okay.
But PlayStation would produce these for the for GameStop. So you could walk in and let's say Hitman is a big Night Trap guy and he wants Night Trap the game. So you could walk in there, buy Night Trap the game for PlayStation, purchase it, and then give it to him for his birthday. Now you can't do that. You could only buy a PlayStation card and give that to Hitman. So then he could go on to the PlayStation Store and download Night Trap.
Sounds stupid.
So that's another way that companies are starting to pull out of GameStop because they're afraid that GameStop is going downhill. But my thing is, what's going to replace GameStop? Because at the end of the day, we still got to go buy the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox One or Xbox 2.
I don't know what they're going to call it. Probably
Walmart?
They'll probably call it 180.
So I guess Walmart will still be around.
Amazon, maybe?
Amazon.
You think they can have the first day sales? I mean, back when PS4 came out, was Amazon that big of...
The only thing with Amazon, you don't have that. I don't know if
waiting in
Hitman
line,
did it. Yeah, like me and my brother, when the PlayStation 3 came out,
PlayStation
we went and bought 10. And we waited in line, and we were there in the midnight, and we collected, and then we flipped them. And then with Prodigy, we did the PlayStation 4. We went there early. We sat down. You know how like the nerds do for iPhones? You know, we're not nerds. What the hell's wrong with them? So, but we do it for video
those
games.
nerds are crazy. For a phone, that's crazy.
Yeah.
For a game console, I'm there.
Yeah, for sure.
They're like
did you ever do something like that?
Do you ever wait in line?
A midnight launch?
For some lipstick, probably.
I never did
That's
it
what
for.
you get for looking
I never
at me
did
with
it for a
that
console.
Yeah,
Looked at me.
this past Black Friday, I went to Macy's, the makeup store, and got all like the.
It's not the same though.
all the
What did they
holiday
have?
stuff.
Did they
It's
drop
not like
an
a
exclusive
premiere.
makeup? Or
Yeah,
something?
was it like a
Yeah.
premiere for something?
No.
Premiere?
They have Christmas
Print me out.
exclusive makeup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only have it like
A certain
they have
amount, too.
limited edition palettes. Okay, so after
Yeah,
the
Keita was
season
there
is
too.
over, they never sell them
That's
again.
true. I forgot Keita
So you're
was
like
there.
a makeup nerd.
No, I'm not a makeup nerd, but
Just so we can establish this, there's a big difference between a geek and a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
I consider us geeks.
They're both 4-letter words.
It depends how you want to spell it, but yeah. So, geeks are people that are interested and like a certain topic. Then a nerd is just a nerd, you know, like the guy that is like socially
that
awkward.
yeah, and knows
that
everything
can't
about
talk,
everything.
and they
Let's ask the audience what theirs is. Give us definition.
So I
of
consider
nerd.
myself a video game geek, or you could be like a makeup geek. But a nerd, to me, that's like a socially awkward person that can't talk, and they're like, they sound like this guy right here from the
Lead
Simpsons.
predicament. Maybe I can be of assistance with the dancing and twisting and the kung fu fighting. Diddle-diddle-dee-doo.
See, that's a nerd. See the difference? You don't sound like that.
That's actually a creepy nerd. More like a creepy nerd.
So you're thinking Walmart will pick up the
Maybe.
slack.
They're gonna have to.
Walmart,
You got Target,
Best
Target,
Buy.
yeah.
Target, Best Buy.
But do you guys this is like an inside thing. I don't know if I ever told you. At one point I was gonna buy a plane trade. Like I wanted to open up my own video game store.
I think we talked about it one time.
Because I
yeah.
wanted a place that people could come in and be like, "Hey, Kuko, what do you think of this game?" And to be able to say, you know, "Oh, dude, the new Mortal Kombat." That's where this show started too, because I like to talk about games. I like to, you know, answer people's questions of certain games and stuff. So, like, would that be lost with, or
Did you
does
ever
GameStop even
experience
have
those?
that?
Did you ever experience those plane trade places? There were a few when we were growing up, besides GameStop.
Before, when I was 16 years old, in a city close to here, it's called Pembroke Pines. There was a place. There was no GameStops yet. There was no EB Games or
EB Games,
or
yeah.
I forgot what the other one was called. Electronic Boutique. That didn't exist during that time when I was younger. So there was this one place that me and my brother would go to that would let you try the games out before you bought them. So you would say, "Hey, can I try?" One was like, "Can we try Echo the Dolphin?" That's like that to show you how old that it was back then. And we got to try Echo the Dolphins for Sega Genesis, and we got to play it, and we're like, "Oh, cool! I want it," and we would buy it. And growing up, we would go there all the time, and that was oh, I want to try the new Mortal Kombat, and we're there like for like an hour, and the guy that owned the place wouldn't say, "Hey kids, get out of here." He would sit there and he's like, "Oh, can I play against you?" And that whole buying experience, like it's kind of like a comic book store, like that whole mom and pop feel. Granted, I don't think GameStops give you that mom and pop feel anyway. I wish they did.
They never have.
At least the employees there anymore, you know.
Some of them don't even know about games. You're like, "Hey, what about this game?" And they're like, "What? Do you want to pre-order?" I'm like, "Dude, do you know what I'm talking about?" And they're like, "No, not really." I'm like, "You know what? That's why I stopped coming here."
Yeah.
But would you like to have that mom and pop feel?
I just think it's dead, man. I love that mom and pop feel. That plane trade thing was great, but I saw them growing up and they just didn't last.
Yeah.
They just didn't last. They had every game. I mean, you would see like a whole pile of retro games, and they had TVs with all the different consoles where you had a bunch of kids playing them. And I don't know. I don't know what happened. They just never were successful.
I think it would thrive though. Like I go to the mall and I see people because they have like the little games out in the mall, and I see grown people like on there playing the games, and like even there's places where you can rent out a whole area and just have like a video game party. That's still really popular and
You think
super
so?
expensive. Yeah, because I went one time to see how much it would be, and they're like really ridiculously expensive. I think now it would thrive.
It's funny that you say that because I kind of agree because of the whole age thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I was younger, the demographic was really small for gamers, and we always talk about
that's
it.
true.
And we always talk about how, well, I don't know how it was for Riddle, but for me, I when I was in school, I would tell everybody that I would play football. I'm a football player, this and that.
But
to
never
be cool.
games.
But and then never games. Exactly.
Yeah, it was one of those things growing up that you kind of like didn't want to tell anybody because you would be like a nerd or a geek or something.
And then when you found out one friend that was like, yeah, I got this weird thing that I like to do. I like to play this game called Metal Gear. And you're like, dude, you do? So do I. And then you that instant friendship happens.
You're a closet gamer.
Closet gamer.
There wasn't ever a time where I thought it was uncool to play video games. I just knew absolutely no one when I was in school who played video games. Especially girls. Like I couldn't talk to anyone about it.
Oh my God.
I bonded with my
That was
brother.
like a unicorn. If you ever met a girl that played video games,
during my era, if you told the girl that you played a game, it was basically like cutting your balls off. That's it.
Really?
The girl would stop talking to you.
Maybe down here. Yeah, I would agree with Roger.
The girl would stop talking to you. Well, but you and I are different generations, though.
But still, still
we're
was.
the same age.
You two are.
We're close.
Dude, I'm 40.
Okay,
I'm 40. So,
nobody really knows how old I am. It's a secret.
So Hitman is I want to say like
don't say it.
You know, but he's a whole generation less than me.
Yeah.
So it's still a difference. And now your generation or Prodigy's generation is different. Like I see girls your age gaming. I see Prodigy's age girls gaming. Like you go on Instagram.
It's a freaking ton of gamer girls.
The gamer chicks on Instagram are blowing up in Twitch. Like it's kind of like for them it's on very easy, and ours is hard. Like if the like if they're trying to get followers, for them it's very easy by saying I'm a girl gamer and I play games, and all the guys are like, ah, and I'm like, I'm a 40-year-old guy, I play video games. They're like dislike, so it's kind of different.
Yeah,
but I think like you were saying, now that the age and the demographics, now I think that if someone says, hey, I'm gonna open up a video game place, I'm gonna make it like a mom and pop place, I think like you said, it would thrive because there are more people. It's more socially accepted now than before.
And
the social acceptance part.
Yeah. And like I mentioned earlier, like just the employees working there. If you have good employees, good social people.
Not nerds, geeks.
Yeah. And like they
Weirdos.
interact with their customers. Like it can be some place that people like going back to.
I never heard of heroin. What a conversation's happening.
Yeah, what is going on?
I looked down for 1 second because I'm in the conversation.
Whoa, Wrecker, heroin is not.
No, you should have seen what Jimmy said.
We do not condone drugs, please.
Jimmy put that he sells his games to Afghani children instead of GameStop. He gets more money out of it. Unbelievable.
Oh my gosh, that's that what we're doing now?
Yeah.
So Prodigy. So would you be upset if GameStop closes down?
Will you cry?
No.
Will you cry?
Maybe I'll miss. It's because since the midnight launch for the PlayStation was so long ago, I wouldn't remember that. But I'll probably miss like that experience.
So maybe GameStop launches will hold out for the Xbox 2
for next gen
and the PlayStation 5. We could have our little midnight release party, and then they close down.
Yeah. I don't know how whoever the CEO is of GameStop losing that amount of money, is he still the CEO? I'm sure they want him fired.
That's why they're changing. That's why like now you go in there and there's pop toys, there's T-shirts, there's socks, like the ones I got on right now. You can see if Prodigy changes his camera for once. You can see my nice little.
We don't want to see your skirt.
You can see my nice little PlayStation socks.
He's wearing a kilt.
I'm wearing a kilt. But yeah, so that's why they're trying to diversify their bonds. They bought ThinkGeek, the company that makes all these
that's
geek
right.
stuff.
ThinkGeek is cool. I like that website. So they did buy that? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because they were kind of an independent little company, and I liked how they had all the cool Game of Thrones stuff and a bunch of nostalgic little things from movies and games.
Yeah, so that's why they have all that stuff in there. This actually I got at the GameStop. This Dragon Ball Z guy, and I some
I
of the
that was
toys.
The Pink Panther.
It looks like the Pink Panther. Right? It's because Alex is used to looking at the Pink Panther from the back, so it's kind of weird. But we're not gonna. He's into furries, like they say.
I like Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah. Have you guys played The Division?
What's
yes,
that?
I'm glad everybody said yes.
Yes.
Yes, I played it vicariously through people that put videos online.
So on The Division 2, they actually on one of the maps had a poster, and that poster showed the apple of Eden. You guys know what apple of Eden is?
Yeah, it's the one where the guy ate the apple. The
Bible. No, in video games. The apple of Eden is what in Assassin's Creed they're after. They're after that apple of Eden. So when that they saw that, they also saw that it had like a Viking theme to it. So that there's all these leaks now that the new Assassin's Creed is gonna take place during the whole Viking era.
Ooh.
So we had Assassin's Creed Origins that happened in Egypt. We just had Assassin's Creed Odyssey that happened in Rome.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're gonna have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's gonna happen in the whole Viking themed environment.
Yeah.
Does that do it for you? Are you guys gonna get the new Assassin's Creed finally?
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't played a single Assassin's Creed since the first one, and it killed it for me. And I never got another one ever since.
Why?
So I know it's totally bad to say, but the first one, I just hated it. It was so repetitive. I did not like the game, and I never picked up another one. And every time they come out, they look great. Oh, like, wow, I'm going to get this one. I just never got another one after that first Assassin's Creed. I even saw the movie. The movie sucked. I didn't like the movie. And Michael Fassbender, amazing actor. I just didn't like it.
Even him, while he was acting in the movie, was like, this movie sucks.
Yeah, it's like, I was like, man, I remember playing the
like,
first one.
I'm so glad that paycheck is good.
It wasn't even, right? It wasn't even, didn't even follow the game. Most video game movies suck anyway, so.
What about you, Riddle?
I played Assassin's Creed, was it Freedom Cry? Is that one of them?
Whoa, wait.
Yes, I did.
What is it about?
No, I don't think it's Freedom Cry.
Yeah, it is.
What is it about?
I don't remember.
I think she just.
But I didn't like it.
Mixed two together, Far Cry and
Freedom Fighters and Far Cry.
Wait, because is that a mobile? Did you play it on mobile?
No.
Okay, no, then forget it.
I think she played the knockoff version.
Is it the two? Did they have a 2D one? Didn't they have a 2D?
I don't know. I know I
Those
played
are
something
Liberation.
and it was called that.
Assassin's Breed.
Can you look that up?
I wasn't
Can you
a
fact
fan.
check this, Mr. Hitman, since you're good with the keyboards?
No.
We're gonna confirm
If it has to do with the American Revolution, then it's
Wrecker
the third.
says yes. He says Freedom Cry is one.
Thank you, Wrecker.
It's a side game of Assassin's Creed 4.
You,
It's a side game.
it.
Oh, see, it's a side game.
That's the one I played.
Ooh, shame on us.
It didn't tickle my fancy. My sister.
That's not good if it doesn't tickle your fancy.
Like ketchup sandwiches.
You guys know what I meant. My sister's a huge fan of Assassin's Creed, so she wanted me to try it. But
sucked.
What didn't you like about it? I'm curious.
This is an old Assassin's Creed.
I don't want to admit it. There was a part that I couldn't beat, and I just stopped.
She couldn't get good.
My favorite Assassin's Creed is Black Flag.
That makes you a lazy gamer.
And that's the cool thing about the Valhalla one.
Yes.
Because the Valhalla has the sword play.
At the same
It
time.
has the boats that they've been trying to improve on for Black.
From
and
Black
the other
Flag
thing
and Black
is
Sails.
in Origins, you got to fight some of the Egyptian gods. And in the Rome one, they had some stuff with Thor and Zeus and all that stuff.
So you think that's what they're
so
going to include here?
in Valhalla, they'll add some Thor. They'll also have some Loki. They'll have some
That's cool.
What's the dad's name?
Odin,
and maybe they'll have a little
I'm-
Kratos guest appearance.
No, I'll stay.
Yeah.
I'll stay with my God of War and my For Honor. I think my For Honor is good enough for Ubisoft in their Vikings.
And the samurais.
I don't know. I think I'm good. I don't want another Assassin's Creed.
I'm the only Assassin's Creed fan here. Look at my shelf right there. Assassin's
It's
Creed is
because
a
I
bomb.
found it so repetitive.
Yeah, I
like
see,
it's just the
yes.
same thing. That's why Black Flag was one of my favorite because it was different.
They took
You
it
had
to
the
the
boats.
seas.
Yeah, it was crazy. I liked it a lot.
All the Assassin's Creeds, you have to be like really stealthy. And
Record says that
Yeah.
Freedom
Yeah,
Cry
I
is the
don't like
worst one
that.
to start with.
All they're doing is just putting a new wrapper on it every time.
No, it's because you guys haven't tried the new ones. The new ones from
Yeah, you're
Origins
right, you're
above, they're like, you know what? This whole thing, we have to stop this whole repetitive thing. With Origins, they fixed the problem. They kind of introduced a little RPG to it. I don't know if you guys are really big RPG fans. So they kind of
like
introduced RPG to it where you can upgrade certain weapons and you can do different things. So they fixed a lot of the problems that a lot of people had. So don't take my word for it. Give it a try. If you guys get a chance to pick up the last one, what was it? Odyssey.
Odyssey
is amazing.
I did some game sharing with a friend of mine on PlayStation that Bello played it, and it was really good. I liked the Odyssey.
Yeah.
The whole I don't know if it was an eagle or it was an eagle. I
Yeah.
think. Where you would scout.
Yes.
That was something
doesn't
new
Origins
to,
have
to
it?
the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
I don't know if I
They
never
both
played
had that,
Origins.
I guess.
So is this a game that you have to start with the first one, or can I jump in any game and be told?
I think you could just jump
you
right
could,
in.
You could jump right
Yeah, you
into
could
it.
jump right into it.
They're not even related. I mean, I don't think they are.
Only I think the first like 4, right?
Yeah.
Yes, the whole Ezio trilogy
yeah.
that Israel in the chat said that whole thing was like a combined storyline between Ezio and the whole Renaissance and him with
And also the
The
Atlas.
cool thing about
everything.
Assassin's Creed is that it goes back in history and it gives you a little bit of history, which I like about it. And I'm a big history guy, and I just still haven't got into the games.
yeah.
Rome, if you're into that, or Greek mythology.
And the world looks just like amazing as far as 1-to-1 almost. Like you'll some of the stuff is to discover certain places, and then you could see the picture of the place that they actually got it from.
Yeah,
And it looks like almost identical.
they really did.
And
a good
they
job.
do a really good job of making history look like it really happened through the assassins. So the whole thing with the assassins is that they're a group of people that are trying to keep us safe from the Templars, and the Templars are trying to take over the world and like whole play back and forth. And so they use the Animus to go back in time
through his bloodline, though.
through his bloodline to see how everything is working, taking place.
The whole
and stuff.
concept of the game is fantastic. That's where they decided to make the movie, which
Yeah.
they tanked it, but.
But
Yeah, I
but
guess
like I
that's-
said, if you guys can, they have all these sales. If you could pick up Odyssey or even Origins and pick it up just to try it out, I'm sure if you guys give it a fair shake, you guys will like it, because it's different. It's got a nice feel.
Bruno, I'll
to
buy the game, the disc, and I'll let you borrow it. You just have to promise yourself to switch the games out.
and give it back to you, right?
Deal.
No, I give games out and they don't ever come back.
Oh, I'll give it back to you. I'll give it
That's
back.
nice of you. I let a friend borrow Rainbow Six, and I don't even think he plays it. Like, dude, I let you borrow to play it. I want you to play it.
And what'd you do? Buy another copy for yourself?
No, I had 2 copies. Actually, I had 3 copies. One of them got.
And this coming
Damn.
from the guy that
This is
thought
the guy
the game
that said the game
sucked
sucked.
when
I
it was
know.
a.
We're gonna erase that episode. That episode. I trashed it so bad.
Yeah, when we were doing the beta testing, Alex was like, "This game is terrible. I can't customize my guns and this and that." And we're like, "Okay."
And now I had 3 copies, right? Yeah.
And been playing it for the last 4 years.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
That's the reason why I haven't played any of these Assassin's Creed games.
Well, speaking of what's coming out this week, Hitman, you want to hit us up? What's coming out this week?
So games out this week. First we have. You guys like driving?
Yes.
How about you, Riddle? Are you a good driver? Or are you a bad
I'm
driver?
a great driver.
Right. Okay. Sure.
So you're
So
not-
if you're not a good driver, you should play
If
this game.
if you're a good
Dangerous
driver, you'll be
driving.
bad at this game.
Dangerous Driving for the Xbox and PS4. It's obviously going to be a racing game. If you guys have your whole studio set up with a little car and a wheel and chair.
Before you continue, this is the spiritual.
Spiritual.
That
No, I said it wrong too.
Spiritual.
Spiritual.
successor of Burnout.
What?
Yeah.
For real?
Burnout
Yes.
Paradise?
Oh.
You guys remember Burnout Paradise?
I
Yes.
love Burnout Paradise.
Crash the car and the camera would come on you.
Yep, this is a my
Spiritual
Lord.
successor.
Spiritual successor.
Why can't I say these
What?
English words?
But this isn't developed by.
It's developed by most of the guys that were in the crew that made Burnout.
What?
Yeah.
This makes me want to
Yeah,
get
this
it
is coming out
already.
April 9th for whoever's birthday is on April 9th. Tell your parents to buy it for you or your significant other. So, yeah, I haven't got back into racing games, man. I really miss that memory of
There
racing
hasn't
games.
been any interesting new ones.
No, Gran Turismo was always my favorite, and Burnout games like that. I really
Yeah.
did like the
Motorstorm.
Motorstorm.
Do you remember that game?
Yeah, PS3
Oh, my
launch,
goodness.
PS3
Yeah.
launch game.
That game was awesome.
Also coming out April 9th will be Phoenix Wright,
Have you guys
Ace
ever
Attorney.
have you guys ever heard of this game before?
No.
I've heard of Ace Ventura. Yeah, Ace
It's almost the
Attorney.
same thing.
Yeah.
So Phoenix Wright, Prodigy, you ever heard of this game?
Nope.
Okay, so Phoenix Wright is a game that came out for Nintendo and 3DS, and basically he is like an attorney. So you're trying to you're trying to solve these crimes. So as an attorney, you're gonna have all these clues, and you're trying to, paste together what's happening in the crimes and try to, save your client from. So you'll do all these different investigations, and you find different clues to counteract in the court what other people are testifying, so you could prove right or wrong depending on the case.
This game looks appealing to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I'm
Prodigy?
jumping.
I like it. I
You
like
and
the
your
whole
jury duty? Is that why?
jury
I was
duty.
on jury duty for 2 days, and now I'm into this stuff.
You were on jury duty.
This seems like a typical Capcom
yeah,
game.
last week.
I didn't know that.
This game is so
missed the
cool.
whole- I
Probably
missed
you're
that.
sleeping on it.
I don't know. I actually like this whole law and like all that stuff, but we'll see.
I like
we'll
solving things.
We'll
I
we'll
think
test
it's
it out
so
here
much
in the
fun.
studio.
Yeah, so it's like a really very successful on the Nintendo. So successful that they added him to Marvel vs. Capcom, and so
Oh, really?
yeah, he's one of the characters.
Was
So
it
I'm
throw, like,
so it's finally coming to PlayStation and Xbox. So they up-resed it, of course. Give it a new paint job, make it look better,
I
sound
wonder how
better.
many different murder
So
mysteries
so
they
there's
have.
actually, if you see, it's a trilogy. So it's not just one game.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool. It's got like the whole little anime thing going on too.
Yeah.
So also, you guys into cooking?
Are we?
Are we? I know you guys are into eating.
Why you look
I know
at me
you're
when you
into
said
cooking.
that?
I know
Yes,
you're
I
into
am
cooking.
actually into cooking. I happen to. You guys make fun of me for.
It sucks that Hitman looked
chef.
right at me when he said, "You guys like eating."
You were in my field of view. I didn't
And
really-
then he looked at Riddle about cooking. Like, why is she a woman? So she has to cook.
Oh.
this.
Wow.
She does
Come
cook
on.
sandwiches though. So I don't know.
You don't cook
She
sandwiches,
cooks
you
the
just make 'em,
meanest
Prodigy.
ketchup
No,
sandwich
you gotta,
ever.
So,
you gotta cook the stuff. in the
Speaking of
sandwich.
cooking, we got tacos here at the
Cook it,
studio, right?
mama.
Cook, serve, delicious. That's the game out for this week.
What
deli-
the?
Why you say what? the?
So if you guys are
The
not good
sequel,
cooks,
too.
yeah, I'm sorry, cook, serve, delicious too. So anyway,
So that game has to be really good because they actually got a sequel.
and it's gonna teach you
I
guys
don't know
how
why
to cook.
Prodigy's cracking up.
I
over
don't
it.
I love cooking games. My favorite game
This cooking mama?
was on. No, it was on
Whoa,
the
what's with the
SpongeBob
toilet?
game where you had to make Krabby Patties. I love that game. I would be
Oh,
in
I
school
remember.
playing that game every day.
So you know how to make Krabby Patties now?
I do.
Wow.
I know
You
the
got
secret, recipe.
You got the secret recipe. So this is kind of like Overcooked.
Ah, I like
No,
overcooked.
it's not.
No, it doesn't seem like overcooked at all, but I like overcooked.
What is? I would.
Look at that. It's got his own restaurant maker and everything, dog.
I don't know. You guys could do some lessons.
I would
on
not
here.
buy this game.
Look, you throw the butter in there. The guy's making platanitos.
Dude, I'm
and
gonna get
everything.
this game just so we could play it in the studio. Look,
I'm
he's making
so sorry.
sushi.
This
Look at that.
game is
Look at
so
that. Chop it up. Chop it
It
up.
gets fun when you have to like make the dishes quick because the customers are there.
I want to know does this game provide any education for anyone who doesn't know how to cook?
Did you just? Yeah, I just learned how to make sushi.
This game is so bad.
I looked. Okay, the sushi is
Okay,
not
I won't
easy
judge
to
you. I
make.
won't judge you, but man.
Look at that. You saw
Well,
that?
you have to take out the trash. You have to clean the toilets.
I
You have to
don't know.
clean.
I
You have to
don't-
kill
Well, yeah,
rats.
Dude,
just
have
making,
you never ran
just
a
making
restaurant
the food
before?
is not. Yeah.
I don't know about playing this on my PlayStation, but this is a game
This
I
is
would
on my
definitely
phone.
play on my phone.
Yes,
or-
this is what it
no,
looks like.
My
Yeah, this is
iPad.
on your phone,
My
yeah.
iPad, yeah. I'd
Or your
play.
Switch, because that's all it's probably good for.
You guys are so bad.
No,
Look, you could pour
this
beer.
game-
You
this-
could pop the wine and
This
everything.
game is. No.
Did you see the guy fillet the fish and everything?
Dude, we're gonna play this.
So yeah,
as
this
a-
game is coming out though. What
Yeah.
are they saying in the
Yeah.
chat? Oh boy. Anyway, cup.
We're gonna get him. We're gonna.
So
play.
for the next game, we've got coming out April 9th is for PS4 and PlayStation VR. It is Falcon Age. Enough of the cook.
So
Oh,
you think
it's a
this is a VR game?
Do I think it's a good VR game?
No, he
It
asked you
is. It is a VR game, and it
No,
is
I know.
a good VR game. This game is so awesome. The cool thing is that the Falcon, when he's on your arm, he grows. By the way, he starts off as a chick, and you gotta. So this
You're-
is like an. You see how it just grew?
Yeah.
See, as
Perfect.
soon as I said it,
And freaking Moltres on your
almost
arm.
like if we're editing the show on the fly. So basically, like you're in this land, and it's overran by robots, and you're trying to free different villagers and stuff. And then the hawk, the falcon, the eagle, the falcon,
The
You went
Eagle
to, like
Hawk.
3 birds.
the falcon helps you take these robots out. So it is, the game is you're the person. So the Falcon obeys you and does things for you. But a lot of people thought that you were actually the Falcon flying around, but you're not. The Falcon does what you ask him to do. Then you have this whip to take out enemies and stuff. It's a really cool game.
God,
you don't need
do you have
VR.
to hold your arm up the whole time?
I was literally thinking that.
Oh my God, I don't want to play this game. My arm is up the whole time.
But when you do hold the arm up, is when he comes to you.
Okay. So it's only momentarily.
Yes.
Yeah.
So on the other hand, you use use a whip or to control other things, and it's not just VR only. You could play with the controller.
It's a great game for a guy in a cast.
You're so missed.
In a cast.
Yeah, he's got a bad rotator cuff and stuff like that the whole time.
And then the bird will never leave. He can never win the game. It's like leave bird, and he's like, can't.
You guys are so
That would
bad.
suck.
No, but the game is awesome though.
It looks cool.
And it's cool because and then you can get the hat the Falcon different little hats. So do different abilities. You can fist bump your little bird. It's a cool game.
Yeah, I want Zapdos on my arm.
Have you guys ever played a game called Earth Defense before?
Earth Defense Force? No.
So this is actually the 6th game that's coming out.
The 6th?
6.
Wow.
So 2 trilogies.
So the last game of the week.
Yeah, go ahead.
Earth Defense Force. Iron Rain.
So Prodigy, you've played this game before.
Prodigy? No. You haven't played this?
You've never played a Earth Force game before?
Are you still laughing at the whole cook serve delicious thing?
Mr. Giggles over there.
Yeah. Right? Dang. You're supposed to be the example, Mr. Producer / seducer.
I'm trying to have fun, but
You're not
no.
seducing anything with this.
These guys developed this game. I did play a game
Did you
developed
notice
by
that?
these guys, though.
Did you notice that? I noticed that same logo too.
Ukes. I've played one of their games before.
You've played one
I
of their
have not played Earth Defense.
So there's all
I've
these
never
weird
heard of this game.
creatures and spiders come and you're trying to take them out.
Let me see what other
So
game
like a co-op.
No, I'm good.
Game.
You could I'll keep my money.
No,
Dude,
you're gonna go
it's
buy that
selling
cook.
a lot because they're making the 6th one. So it's producing some cash for them. If not, they would have dropped it. I know in Japan this game's huge.
Oh, probably.
Well,
of
their
course.
headquarters is in Osaka, Japan.
Oh, then you're checking out their stocks?
No, I own stocks. Yeah, so no,
Alex
so
is like, I saw your game sell.
Prodigy was reminded me. I saw the logo. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember these games. They were all wrestling games. If you ever played any wrestling game, they were on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, this game is just all spiders and ants? Like, oh.
So basically, you're an Earth Defense Force. All these things, like this robot, is an alien race that's coming to Earth to try to take it over. So you're fighting all these different monsters, animals, insects.
Are they
you name it.
enlarging our ants or?
They're aliens that came.
Oh, okay.
So like a pod will fall down and all these huge spiders will come out, and then use different weapons to take them
It's
out.
like Starship Troopers or something.
Yeah, I thought we've played it before. I've played
I've
1 and 2
No, we
and
have
3.
not played this
I've
game.
never ever seen this.
I don't
game
think
in
I
my
played
life.
this game, to be honest.
I mean, unless they're different monsters, then maybe I can remember.
Records. Are you guys gonna talk about War Z?
World War Z.
We should have covered that.
We should have covered that.
We
game.
will cover it when it comes out
because it comes out like
it's
next
gonna
week.
come out soon.
Yeah.
It looks amazing.
It
It
does.
looks so good.
We actually had a discussion about this yesterday.
Just real quick on it.
We had it in
they speaking of people that hate AI and zombie games, right? They seem to have mastered the AI with it.
from the trailer.
From the trailer, obviously, yeah. From what they're saying, the AI continuously changes as depending on your gameplay. So if you're a stealth kind of guy, they're gonna throw something into the game where it's gonna throw you off your
I
stealth.
hope they do some Metal Gear.
They
type
stole
of
the
AI
Metal
stuff,
Gear
man.
AI. Remember
No,
Metal Gear when you headshot, they would
They
have
adapt.
helmets or they'll if you.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, right. That AR where they would change.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
depending on
adapting
your
AI.
adapt to your game style. If you're one of those people that just really sucks at the game, they throw stuff into the game to help you,
Okay.
which is pretty impressive. But yeah, World War Z, it looks amazing.
Before we finish, I wanted to do this from the beginning. I want to ask each one of you guys really quick, just so we can finish the show because we're at
How many
an hour.
tacos am I gonna eat?
No. What was the game that changed your life? Because we never got into Riddle. Riddle's been on our show. We never asked her what her favorite game was, or what's the game that changed her life into gaming. I'll go last. I know probably Hitman will steal my thunder, but we'll start. We'll start from youngest to oldest. So we'll go Prodigy, Riddle, Hitman, then me.
Okay.
Fair enough. All right, Prodigy.
Damn.
What game changed your life?
What game changed my life?
What video game changed your life?
First, what's your favorite game? What's your favorite game of all time?
I don't have a favorite. My favorite game of all time is Little Big Planet 2.
Okay, cool.
The game that changed my life was actually the first one.
All right.
The first Little Big Planet.
Interesting.
I played games before that. I played Battlefield Bad Company 1, 2. But just Little Big Planet, for some reason, changed the way and the reason why I like playing games so much. I just love the levels, playing the game. I love creating your own stuff, playing other people's creations, and it was something that brought me into gaming. That's literally what kickstarted.
Did you like playing that with like a sibling or friends?
Yeah.
Because that's what the game was.
Yeah,
made
the
for.
whole co-op, playing together.
That's
playing
a platform
online.
game.
Yeah.
Very good platform game. Okay.
And then Little Big Planet 2 came out, and I can remember putting countless hours into that game.
Cool. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. Something like that. Riddle.
Okay.
Favorite game?
My favorite game of all time, shocking, it's Rainbow Six. I
Okay.
put the most
Really?
hours onto that game than any other game I've ever played. And the game that got me into gaming was Star Fox
Okay.
for Nintendo 64. I think I was like, I
Do
wanna
a barrel
say
roll.
6 or 7. I would play that game daily. And I would play with my dad, and we would see who could get, like, to finish all the planets and get to the end, because that game was actually pretty difficult. And I'm sure it was even more difficult for me because I was so young.
Yeah.
But I ended up, like, beating all the planets and defeating all
That's
the
cool.
bosses, so.
So you know how to do a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll, Fox.
That's interesting that Star Fox is what got you into gaming, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that Rainbow Six is your favorite game of all time, of all games.
Yeah.
Well, if anybody knows me, they know that the game that's my ultimate favorite is going to be Metal Gear Solid. And it's changed. That's the game that changed my life, and has always, it still kind of does. It influences certain things. Even with movies, I'm a big movie guy. So storyline is huge for me. You put it through great storyline into a video game, I'm going to love them. I love those. And that Metal Gear Solid is basically, it's like a movie in a video game, but a very, 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 very long movie. So, I mean, countless hours I played into it. Just playing one time is enough hours. But that's what changed my first time playing Metal Gear Solid on PlayStation 1 on a tiny little tube TV.
And that's your favorite game of all time?
The first Metal Gear Solid, yeah. That's my favorite game of all time.
All right, cool. So my favorite game of all time to end the show is God of War, the recent one. I love the story. I love the way they did everything.
God of War 4.
They don't call it God of
No,
War
I
4.
know,
They just call it God of War. But the one right here with Kratos and I don't know if it's a spoiler, but with Loki, his son.
Yeah,
if you haven't played
it, then damn.
Spoiler.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a year and they won all the awards. But like Hitman, the game that changed my life. I've been playing games since I was young. I played Mario and Super Mario and Mario World and Zelda and you name it. But the game that blew my little brain was Metal Gear Solid. And till this day, no game has made me feel the way that game made me feel back then. When you got to Psycho Mantis and he's like, oh, I saw you were playing this game and you're trying to hit him and you can't hit him because he knows every move you're making before you make it. Mm-hmm. And you're like, dude, like how, I get it, it's a computer and I'm putting inputs and how does he know, but how am I going to beat him? And back then you couldn't like go YouTube.
No, it was none
YouTube.
of that.
Can I, I'm going to wait a month for the
No
Game
Shark,
Informer magazine to come out. Or the Nintendo Power. Well, it wasn't on Nintendo, it was on PlayStation, so you'd be crap out of luck. Me and my brother thought, hey, I'm going to put it in the second port and the second controller. And now he's like, hey, I can't read your mind anymore. What'd you do to me? Just from changing the port from the first player to the second. And just everything, the whole catch up on the floor to get out of the jail. It's just, the game was amazing. Like you said, the story. So yes. I just wanted to get that. I wanted to hear what Riddle's story, her gaming story was, and hearing her say that, playing with her dad, that's cool. One of my favorite games, if you see the intro, is Tecmo Bowl. And one of the reasons why is because my dad used to play Tecmo Bowl with me every day coming from work, tired as hell, but he took 5-10 minutes for me to kick his butt in Tecmo Bowl. And he seemed to like it for some reason. So
many good games over the years, man, playing.
Yeah.
With
So
friends and family.
We want to thank everybody for watching. We want to thank everybody for all the support. We want to thank everybody in the chat room that kept the thing going. We're gonna have to put it in slow mode, man. We're getting so much action in there. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on all the digital podcast services around the world, and share with your friends and family. Let them know, what the little prize, the little gem, little diamond we got here called the GameBros Show. And stay tuned to our Instagrams. We got some prizes, some contests coming, big news coming down the pipeline soon. But like we always say, live in your world, but play in ours. GameBros.
Peace.
Peace.